Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, last class are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, last class we started with routing router internals, and then we discussed how the switching speed influences transfer of the data at the input to the output of the router. Okay, and there are certain switching fundamental switching architectures we studied. Sharing via memory, sharing via bus, sharing via interconnection network. So we found that through interconnection network we are able to achieve data transfer at a very high speed. Okay, at the end we discuss this, and it offers low latency, right? Then today we will discuss about to get a better view about the high performance cluster computing, high performance computing or cluster computing, and something about the analytical measurements. Okay, how to quantify or what aspects does this high performance depends. Okay, so we studied in the last class, just to reiterate, that HPC, or it is also known as cluster computing, which is nothing but interconnected standalone computers working as a single resource computers. Okay, we can write together working as a single computing resource. So what it means that there are many standalone computers that are interconnected. They are working as a single computing resource, which means the system that is managing a number of standalone computers to appear as a single computing resource. Okay, we say that function is a single system image. Single system image. Okay, and these nodes, these standalone computers can be single processor machines, or multiprocessor machines. All right, and this interconnection means interconnected through high performance networks. High performance networks or switches, right? So these single processor or multiprocessor machines are interconnected through high performance networks or switches, right? So this is what we studied the last class. It looks something like this. Okay, so we can now list out the components of any high performance computing system, right? So can you list? First thing is that we have multiple high performance computing nodes. Number two, the operating systems. So they can be layered operating system or microkernel based. Third, high performance network or switches. They can be gigabit Ethernet or Myrinet. Fourth, the network interface cards. Called as NICs. Fifth is the fast communication protocols. And services. Six, the middleware. Cluster middleware, right? This middleware is capable of providing the single system image. Okay, single system image. The middleware provides all the services together to facilitate the underlying multiple high performance computing nodes to be used by the compute intensive tasks. Okay, so cluster middleware, or what we call as single system image. Okay, then 7, you need a programming environment, right? You need a programming environment, so we call that as parallel programming environment, such as environment and tools such as your parallel virtual machine (PVM) and message passing interface, because these processes executing on these computers communicate with each other through a message passing interface. Okay, these terminologies are part of distributed computing, which we are not going to discuss here, assuming that you know it. You possess the requisite knowledge. If you don't know, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, then of course the applications and the applications can be of sequential type, sequential applications. They can be parallel applications, or they can be distributed applications. So all these components together constitute a high performance computing system. Any questions, students? Students, any questions?
Sir, can
No,
you
sir.
provide some
Yes,
overview
please.
of the message passing interface?
Sorry.
Sir, can you provide overview of message passing interface?
Okay. Okay. Uh, Basically, the machines, the processes on system 1 and process on system 2, right? They can have different address spaces. Can they have different address spaces?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So when address spaces are different, how will you refer to address? You as a programmer, you do not know where the instruction is available on P2 or on this host, on this node. Right? Are you aware of?
Yes, sir.
Keep your mic on. Please keep your mic on. When process 1 and process 2 are executing on two different nodes connected through some network, how will you address process P2 executing on node 2 when you are working on node 1? How will you address?
Sir, through MAC address.
Sorry?
Sir, through MAC.
Process. I am talking about process.
So through process ID.
Process ID and then node ID plus process ID.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What else? What else? How it will be when you do not know where the process is executing? Suppose you have a task graph. You understand task graph? What's your name?
Sir, Harshit.
Harshit. You understand task graph?
Sir, nodes are directed graph.
Yes, correct. So, as a programmer, you may not be knowing the task graph of the entire task, which means you do not know where the processes are being executed. So, in the absence of that information, you cannot know this, right? You cannot know this. So, this is one problem. The other problem is that the nodes may be of different architecture. One may be following big endian architecture, the other may be following little endian architecture. In that case, a memory location addressed, I mean, you know big endian, little endian?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So where the address will go from left to right and right to left. So if you are referring to this, then in the other machine it will prove wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
So all these underlying complexities can be handled by this message passing interface. You understand remote procedure call, RPC?
No, sir.
You haven't studied distributed systems?
No, sir.
Okay. You please refer to this because this is itself is a very big area. Message passing interface, basically P1 and P2 communicate through messages. So how these messages are passed from one machine to other machine in a clustered environment is dealt with your message passing interface system. Okay. So you can read more about this.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. So the cluster computing attributes can be, or are, you can say, at a high performance, then expandability and scalability, then high throughput, and finally high availability. Right? So we will focus on high performance and high throughput. Okay. Expandability and scalability means whenever there is a need for adding more compute nodes to the existing cluster, it should be possible. That's what expandability and scalability means. And high availability means if a node goes off, there should be other nodes available to provide the computation. Okay, which means it is possible through physical redundancy. Okay, redundancy of the machines. But high performance, what do you mean by high performance? What do you mean by high performance? Last class, I guess we discussed high performance.
Sir, you have told us about floating point mode, floating point operations,
Floating point operation.
less waiting time of CPU,
Yes.
less response time, faster switching.
So low wait time, right? Low wait time, or you can say that low latency interconnection network. Through low latency interconnection network, right? So high performance and high throughput are related terms, but what is the difference between high performance computing and high throughput computing? Yes.
So high throughput refers to high performance of system over a period of time.
Yes. So high throughput means it is with respect to time. Okay, with respect to time, which means it is, we can measure the performance. We can measure the performance, right? Performance. Okay, in terms of jobs. In terms of jobs per unit time, right? Per unit time. And what is performance? This one, high performance, it is the number of floating point operations per unit time. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So I have provided you a document which clearly describes high performance computing and high throughput computing. Okay. And in addition, I have also mentioned that many task computing MTC model, right, which denotes the high performance computing as well as high throughput computing. Okay. So one more terminology I will discuss here. that is tightly coupled and loosely coupled. These terminologies are not directly related to the subject, but they are related to high performance computing. So you please try to study this. These two terminologies. All right. So, what is the goal of interconnection network? So, what is the goal of interconnection network? So, its job is to serve as a medium for communication between the processing and memory elements, if it is a shared memory system, or you can say in between the processing elements, right? It depends on in which scale you are looking at. If you are looking at the communication between processing and memory element, then there can be an interconnection network between this processing and memory element, right? And if you are looking for a cluster system where multiple processors or nodes are interconnected through communication subsystem, then there you are talking about that network connecting the processing nodes, right? So that's why I said that it depends on at what level you are looking at. Okay, so the performance of interconnection network is very important. Because if there is a speed mismatch between the processing element and the underlying interconnection network, then the wait time will increase or decrease. What will be its effect on?
Increase.
It will increase. So performance of interconnection network is equally important as we go on increasing the processing elements, as we have been discussing in the past as well, that the speed mismatch between the processing element and the underlying interconnection network, कहीं पे भी कोई स्पीड में मिसमैच होता है तो that is going to affect the wait time or the performance of the system, overall system. Okay, so performance of interconnection network can be defined according to three metrics. So metric 1 is your latency. Metric 2 is the bandwidth, and 3 is the power dissipation. Right? So we'll first understand latency, because that is a very important aspect. So the contributing components to latency are: one is the time of flight, abbreviated as TP, which means it depends on the speed of the light and the physical distance between the nodes, and almost this is a fixed quantity. Okay. Then second is the store and forward latency. Okay. Which is let's say TB, store and forward latency. What is it? What is store and forward latency, and how do you calculate it? First, you need to understand what is this mechanism. This is a very fundamental of your computer networking. What is the store and forward mechanism? क्या है ये? Sorry? Then it is delivered or forwarded. So what about others, students?
सर बेसिकली जब हमारे पास राउटर के पास ढेर सारे पैकेट आ जाते हैं तो वो एक साथ सबको नहीं भेज के एक एक जो सीरियलाइज करता है उसको हम लोग स्टोर और फॉरवर्ड करते हैं. इसमें राउटर भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट रोल ले सकता है.
अच्छा, तो कैसे ये करोगे इस लेटेंसी को? द टाइम टेकन, हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट द टाइम टेकन? अगर आपका डेफिनेशन वो है तो हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट the time taken?
Sir, so number of packets divided by the number of packets can be sent at a time by a router?
No. Shall I correct?
Yes, sir.
Store and forward mechanism में sender के पास मान लो कितने बिट्स है और ये रिसीवर है. ये रिसीवर कुछ भी हो, ठीक है, एंड ये तुम्हारा हो गया लिंक. ठीक है, ये हो गया लिंक. लिंक का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक क्या होगा? कैसे क्वांटिफाई करोगे लिंक को? आर बिट्स पर सेकेंड. ठीक है, लिंक रेट हो गया आर, लिंक का ट्रांसमिशन रेट हो गया आर, किस रफ्तार से वो करेगा. तो ये हो गया एक पैकेट. ठीक है, पैकेट में कितने बिट्स है? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 बिट है. ठीक है, पैकेट ऑफ 9 बिट्स. ठीक है, तो पहले इसको लिंक पे डाला तो ये आर बिट के रफ्तार से जाएगा, तो ये यहाँ पे कुछ टाइम लेगा. सो लेट सपोज इट टेक्स t1. ठीक है, फिर ये पहुंच गया फर्स्ट बिट, फिर ये दूसरा बिट, सो t2, ठीक है, तो तीसरा, चौथा, पांचवा, छठा, इस तरह हुआ। तो जब तक स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड मैकेनिज्म में क्या होता है कि जब तक सारे बिट्स till all the bits of a packet are not received at the receiver, okay, all the packets are not received, it will not process. So it will not process until all the bits of the packet are received. ठीक है, इट विल नॉट प्रोसेस। तो आपने जो फॉरवर्ड की बात कही वो भी कहीं ना कहीं इस तरह ही दिखता है, बट अगर उसको और माइक्रोस्कोपिकली आप देखेंगे तो स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड मैकेनिज्म ये होता है कि इट विल नॉट प्रोसेस अंटिल ऑल द बिट्स ऑफ द पैकेट्स आर रिसीव्ड, स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड मैकेनिज्म। ठीक है, तो कितना टाइम लगेगा? तो ये जो लेटेंसी है, दिस लेटेंसी इज नथिंग बट द टाइम रिक्वायर्ड for all the bits to reach here. तो कितना लगेगा ये?
So size of the packet
Very
divided by the
good,
link.
very good. So TB can be the size of the packet. Size of the packet, let's say B over the transmission rate. So the B is in bits over bits per second. So bits get cancelled. You get store and forward latency in terms of seconds. हो गया? Clear हुआ? So the store and
Yes,
forward
sir.
latency, or it is also known as serialization latency, which depends on the packet size B, which depends on the packet size B and transmission link transmission rate. ठीक है, then third one is the routing latency. Routing latency, क्यों ये routing latency है? क्योंकि सोर्स से डेस्टिनेशन जाते समय कई राउटर्स बीच में दिस योर नेटवर्क। ठीक है, तो सोर्स से डेस्टिनेशन जाते समय हमने तो ये स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड इसको किया, इसको हमने स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड किया। ठीक है, इसको हमने क्या किया कि टीबी किया, लेकिन इस पॉइंट पे भी कुछ लेटेंसी होगा, जो अभी आपने कौन बता रहा था अभी? राउटर पे लेटेंसी होगा। सुन पा रहे हो स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
किसने अभी बताया था ना कि राउटर पे जो लेटेंसी होता है, नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट राउटिंग लेटेंसी। सो राउटिंग लेटेंसी, there is the latency at each router which is the sum of certain latencies. What are they? Routing latency क्या क्या होगा? Which is a sum of कौन सा latencies?
TB and TP.
TP क्यों होगा बताओ? हम ये राउटिंग पे ही बात कर रहे हैं, राउटर पे लेटेंसी एट दिस राउटर। यहाँ पे TP तो आएगा ही नहीं TP। यहाँ पे बेसिकली क्या दो डिले होता है? एक होता है फॉरवर्डिंग डिले, दूसरा होता है क्यूइंग डिले, है ना? sum of queuing delay and forwarding delay, है कि नहीं? क्यों बच्चों? Sum of queuing latency and forwarding latency.
Yes, sir.
So हम अगर इसको टोटल लिखते हैं, so the total latency will be, let's suppose say D is equal to, एक तो हो गया तुम्हारा TP, ठीक है, प्लस TB, ठीक है, प्लस H minus 1, where H is the number of hops, H minus 1 into TR. है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
मतलब क्या है? How will you interpret this? तो H minus 1 हॉप्स है, तो हर हॉप पे तुम्हारा राउटिंग लेटेंसी हुआ, तो H minus 1 into TR, एंड TB तुम्हारा हो गया स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड वाला, और ये TP, ठीक है? So which can also be written as TP plus, if there are H number of hops, तो ये TB क्या हो जाएगा? ये TB क्या हो जाएगा? स्टोर एंड फॉरवर्ड, there will be H times TB, ठीक है कि नहीं? क्यों?
Yes, sir.
H times TB.
Yes, sir.
or I can write for TB, we can write B over R, ठीक है, प्लस H minus 1 into TR तुम्हारा क्या हो गया? TR क्या हो गया? This is sum of queuing delay and forwarding delay, ठीक है? So TQ plus queuing delay plus forwarding
Yes.
delay, हो गया? So queuing delay हो गया ये TQ, और ये हो गया TF, ठीक है? So total latency D will be, so if you see this equation, let me know how can you reduce this delay. How can you reduce this delay? This delay can be reduced either by increasing R, right?
Yes, sir.
Increasing R, or
De-
decreasing H. Perfect. Decreasing H. Okay. So D can be reduced by increasing R or decreasing H. ठीक हो गया? So ये H हम कैसे ये कर सकते हैं? ये H को हम कैसे डिक्रीज कर सकते हैं? कैसे डिक्रीज कर सकते हैं H को? क्योंकि H बड़ा होगा तो D बड़ा होगा. So how to reduce H? कैसे हम हॉप्स कम कर सकते हैं? What is network diameter? बहुत बड़ा सिस्टम में how will you measure the length of the network? How will you measure the length of the network? Weight? No.
Sir, by distance between the two distant nodes.
Perfect.
सबसे ज्यादा-
Perfect. So the distance between, what distance is this? This is the hop distance. Okay? The hop distance between the most distant pair of nodes. Again, the hop distance between the most distant pair of nodes. तो ये जो हॉप काउंट होगा, ये जो हॉप डिस्टेंस है, ये जो हॉप काउंट होगा, ठीक है, ये जो हॉप काउंट होगा, ठीक है. So if this hop count is large, then the packets will experience more delay. समझ गए? So if hop count is high, the packets will experience increase delay. करेक्ट? तो इसको हम कैसे कम कर सकते हैं? Add delay and thus influence delay and what you say, reduced overall system performance. ठीक है? So how to deal with it?
So राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल्स यूज करके शॉर्टेस्ट डिस्टेंस निकाल.
यस, ठीक है. और क्या है?
By breaking big network into small network.
सॉरी,
By breaking big networks into small networks.
इससे पहले जो आपने बताया कि राउटिंग एल्गोरिथम्स यूज करके हम कम कर सकते हैं, क्या ये सही आंसर है? जरा सोच के देखो.
सर टोपोलॉजी को कर सकते हैं.
राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल को हम यूज करके करेंगे तो क्या हॉप कम हो जाएगा? जो डिस्टेंस है, द हॉप डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द मोस्ट डिस्टेंट पेयर ऑफ नोड्स, कैन इट बी रिड्यूस्ड?
So by increasing the diameter, जो
Yes.
हमारे नोड्स उनके डायमीटर या उसको बढ़ाएंगे तो फिर हमारे हॉप्स कम हो जाएंगे.
बढ़ जाएगा. कैसे? क्योंकि नेटवर्क राउटर पे आप एल्गोरिथम लगाएंगे तो वो शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ बताएगा, बट जो दो हॉप डिस्टेंस है वो तो कम नहीं कर देगा ना. हॉप डिस्टेंस कम कर देगा क्या? जो एक्चुअल नेटवर्क का जो डायमीटर है क्या वो कम कर देगा? सही बात है. So routing algorithms cannot reduce the hop distance between the most distant pair of nodes, right? That's a fact. So the question here is that how can we reduce the hop distance between the most distant pair of nodes? That's the question.
सर टोपोलॉजी चेंज करके.
What do you mean? You mean to say that you want to make the topology more denser topology? कैसे? माने कि how you visualize that?
मतलब जिससे एडजस्ट छोटे हो जाए. थोड़ा ज्यादा
एडजस्ट कम हो जाए।
यस सर।
ये सुने हो हाई रेडिक्स नेटवर्क, हाई रेडिक्स राउटर एंड लो रेडिक्स राउटर?
यस सर।
High radix and low radix router. What do they mean?
हाई रेडिक्स में पोर्ट नंबर ज्यादा होता है।
Perfect. And low radix में पोर्ट नंबर कम होते हैं। तो अगर
Yes,
मैं लो रेडिक्स राउटर यूज करके अगर एक नेटवर्क बनाता हूं और चेक करता हूं कि डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू मोस्ट डिस्टेंट पेयर ऑफ नोड्स अगर x आता है, और हाई रेडिक्स यूज करके अगर मैं एक सेम नेटवर्क को कंस्ट्रक्ट करता हूं, तो हॉप डिस्टेंस कम होगा कि ज्यादा होगा? कम होगा। इसका मतलब बाय यूजिंग हाई रेडिक्स, by using high radix routers, we can reduce hop count, है कि नहीं? Basically between hop count between the most distant pair of nodes. समझ पाए? By using high radix routers, we can reduce the hop count between, or the hop distance between the most distant pair of nodes. Clear हुआ बच्चों?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, और क्या यहाँ पे इस इक्वेशन से और क्या पता चल रहा है तुम्हें? तो एक तो हो गया reducing network diameter, हम h को कम कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। दूसरा, हम ट्रांसमिशन रेट को इंक्रीज करके d को कम कर सकते हैं। और क्या कर सकते हैं?
क्यूइंग डिले और फॉरवर्डिंग डिले यूज कर सकते हैं।
वेरी गुड, क्यूइंग डिले को भी ये कर सकते हैं, कंट्रोल करके हम d को कम कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। then comes your bandwidth. Then comes your bandwidth. So bandwidth कैसे इसको डिफाइन करोगे? कैसे बैंडविड्थ को मैनेज करोगे? इफेक्टिव बैंडविड्थ क्या है? What's the difference between actual bandwidth and effective bandwidth, or available bandwidth and effective bandwidth?
Sir, effective bandwidth is the throughput of bandwidth and actual bandwidth is the capacity of the channel.
Sorry, effective bandwidth is?
Throughput of the bandwidth.
Yes, throughput of the bandwidth, yes, throughput of the channel, yes. And actual bandwidth is the theoretical. So basically actual bandwidth is the theoretical figure, right? This is theoretical figure and this is the available figure to the applications. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So how will you I mean, because we said earlier that performance of interconnection network depends on latency, we have already discussed, and depends on bandwidth. Then how can we define the bandwidth? I mean, which one you want to see? We say latency should be less in general, right? And what are the factors that can reduce the latency that we have just discussed? Now, what should be the bandwidth? Here, bandwidth means we need the effective bandwidth. The effective bandwidth need to be high, or throughput need to be high. So how can we do that? What factors influence effective bandwidth? To answer my question, you need to answer this question. What factors influence the effective bandwidth?
Sir, transmission rate should be high.
ट्रांसमिशन रेट ज्यादा होगा तो इफेक्टिव बैंडविड्थ ज्यादा होगा. आप अगेन गो बैक टू द कंजेशन ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर में जो हम लोग पढ़े थे कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क में. एक हो गया इंजेक्शन बैंडविड्थ, दूसरा हो गया नेटवर्क बाइसेक्शन बैंडविड्थ, तीसरा हो गया रिसेप्शन बैंडविड्थ. माने कि कंजेशन होगा. अगर फ्लो कंट्रोल एंड कंजेशन कंट्रोल में क्या डिफरेंस है? क्या ये कंजेशन कंट्रोल मैकेनिज्म, क्या ये कंजेशन इन्फ्लुएंस करता है इफेक्टिव बैंडविड्थ को?
Yes, sir.
करता है. तो अगर ऐसा है तो इंजेक्शन ट्रैफिक, मैं अगर ज्यादा ट्रैफिक को इंजेक्ट करूंगा नेटवर्क के अंदर तो क्या मेरा इफेक्टिव बैंडविड्थ बढ़ जाएगा?
नहीं, कंजेशन हो जाएगा.
कंजेशन हो जाएगा. देन
तो जैसे भी आपने कहा कि रिसीविंग बैंडविड्थ अगर होता है तो उसमें अगर नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स बढ़ा दें तो रिसीविंग साइड में अगर नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स बढ़ा दें,
नंबर ऑफ नोड्स, नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स अगर बढ़ जाएगा, नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स अगर बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा बताओ? ट्रैफिक क्या होगा? इंजेक्शन ट्रैफिक क्या होगा? इंजेक्शन ट्रैफिक, जो ट्रैफिक एंटर करेगा, ट्रैफिक एंटरिंग टू द नेटवर्क विल बी n टाइम्स, राइट? अगर मेरा n नंबर ऑफ पोर्ट्स अगर होंगे तो ट्रैफिक इंजेक्शन विल बी n टाइम्स द बैंडविड्थ ऑफ ईच लिंक इंजेक्शन. ठीक है. हर लिंक के लिए अगर मैं x अमाउंट करूं और n पोर्ट्स है तो कितना होगा? n इंटू एक्स हो जाएगा. ठीक है. इसको थोड़ा देखो. इसको मैं दिया हूं, जो रीडिंग मटेरियल में दिया हूं उसको थोड़ा पढ़ो. ठीक है. देन वी विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. ठीक.
ओके सर.
अच्छा ठीक. अच्छा, कल का क्या करें? कल तो छुट्टी है वैसे ऑफिशियली. कैन वी हैव ए क्लास?
यस सर.
यस सर.
ठीक है. तो फिर कल पढ़ेंगे, है ना? मैं मैसेज कर दूंगा ग्रुप में कल कितने बजे. आज शाम तक कर दूंगा.
ओके सर.
ठीक है. राइट.
Okay.
कौन 3 लोग एब्सेंट हो? मैं अटेंडेंस लिख लेता हूं, 1 मिनट लाइन पे रहो। प्रतीक, तन्वी,
प्रेजेंट सर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes I can see, मोहना,
Present, sir.
निधि, हर्षित,
Present, sir.
अर्चना,
Present, sir.
and then यस अर्चना हो गया, हर्षित, अर्चना, अतुल्य,
Present.
विभाष,
Present, sir.
चंद्र प्रकाश,
Present, sir.
प्रतीक गुप्ता इज ओवर, शाश्वत,
Yes, sir. Yes.
yes.